In case you guys weren't aware, it's a few weeks from Thanksgiving, which means it's almost time for Christmas. And for that reason, Starbucks is getting ready for it and changing their cups to a nice, lovely, festive red. And so far, it's going off without a...
Hey guys, what's up? Josh Feuerstein here.
Oh, fuck. Alright, let's go.
You know, I think in the age of political correctness, we become so open-minded, our brains have literally fallen out of our head.
The first thing I want to say to this statement is that I'm pretty sure that he took this from Tim Minchin, who admits that he saw this somewhere else. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he's not that clever to come up with that on his own. Secondly, I have to say, it's weird that he complains about people being too open-minded, because it seems like if you're going to have belief in things, that are supernatural or something beyond the natural realm, that you would have to be more open-minded. So I don't know if this statement's working with him or against him.
Do you realize that Starbucks wanted to take Christ and Christmas off of their brand new cups? That's why they're just plain red.
Actually, interestingly enough, that's impossible. Because if you actually go back from when they started doing holiday cups back in, I think, late 2010 or something like that, they didn't have Merry Christmas, they didn't have Christ, they didn't have Christian symbolism or anything. This is actually a secular company. They had things like snowflakes and Rudolph and, all these lovely things that we associate with wintertime, which, of course, then in turn represent, the Christmas season. But they never had Merry Christmas. Now, when they sold mugs, special blends of coffee, special things, yes, they did have Merry Christmas, but on these cups, they never had Merry Christmas or anything on it. Go ahead, look for it. Look it up. See if you can find anything. I dare you. So the obvious question that should come right to everybody's mind is, where the fuck have Josh Feuerstein and all these fundamentalist Christians been for the past 5 years so they don't even realize that it hasn't said Merry Christmas or had any Christian symbolism or anything on it? And why are they so upset? Why are they clinging to, reindeer and snowmen and snowflakes and Christmas trees as, some symbolism for the Christian version of Christmas? Because normally when I hear or heard about Christmas when I was a Christian, it was Jesus and his birth. It's not about the Christmas trees and all that stuff. It's about Jesus. So why are they being offended for this exactly?
In fact, do you realize that Starbucks isn't allowed to say Merry Christmas to customers?
No. Actually, Josh, there is nothing in Starbucks policy says they're not allowed to say Merry Christmas. So, no, you just pulled that out of your ass.
I decided, instead of simply boycotting, well, why don't we just start a movement?
You should definitely start a movement because you're full of shit.
When I went in and I asked for my coffee, they asked for my name, and I told them my name is Merry Christmas. So guess what, Starbucks? I tricked you into putting Merry Christmas on your cup.
One, I'm pretty sure you're not that clever. And two, I don't think you tricked anyone. I can't imagine that when a barista, got the order for Merry Christmas, they were like, oh shit, it says Merry Christmas, but I'm not allowed to say Merry Christmas. I need a manager. I don't know what to do. I don't want to get fired for saying Merry Christmas. No, Josh. You're not that stupid.
And I'm challenging all great Americans and Christians around this great nation, go into Starbucks and take your own coffee selfie.
Now, Josh, can you explain to me what the fuck that has to do with America? What makes going into a Starbucks and tricking a Starbucks barista into saying Merry Christmas makes that person a good American? Josh, are you just planning out these non sequiturs, or are you too stupid to realize it?
And then I challenge you to not only share this video so that the word gets out, but let's start a movement. And let's call it, I don't know, hashtag Merry Christmas Starbucks.
like most of Josh's videos, this wasn't thought out very well, because most people aren't going to know about this thing, because most people aren't retarded. And most people are just going to see hashtag Merry Christmas Starbucks and think, oh, well, that's cute, that's nice. Nobody's going to really get that same implication that you do. Because, again, like I said before, they're not retarded.
And I know that by sharing this video and getting other Christians to do it, well, I guarantee that we can make this go around the world. And Starbucks, guess what? Just to offend you, I made sure to wear my Jesus Christ shirt.
I don't understand this logic. Does he think that people at Starbucks are going to be offended? That the employees are going to be offended? You know, most likely they're going to be Christian, at least in America. I don't know what he's trying to do here.
Into your store, and since you hate the Second Amendment, I even carried my gun.
Anybody else notice how Josh didn't like yell out, "Hey, bitch, I got a gun"? He had to like whisper it, like, "I got a gun," because that would probably make some people worried. Why all of a sudden some jackass is yelling, "I've got a gun"? And there's probably a reason for that, because it could incite some panic in people. Now, as far as his claim is concerned, that's actually not true either. Starbucks has gone on record as saying that if the state is not open carry, then of course don't open carry weapons into the store. But if the state is open carry, they request that you don't bring it in, because they want the place to feel, you know, kind of safe, like people's third home. They don't want to see some dude walking around with an AR-16, or I don't even know if that's real. It would just feel kind of weird for them. So they request that you don't bring it in. But if you do, they won't ask you to take it or put it back in your vehicle or anything, because they don't want to piss somebody off with a gun. So once again, Josh, you're now just full of shit in two different reasons. Then you're walking into a place with a gun for no reason because you didn't pay attention to what Starbucks actually says. And then you turn around and make them say Merry Christmas because you think they can't say Merry Christmas, because once again you're not following up on the goddamn facts. I swear to God, you don't know how to read, or you're doing this on purpose. I'm actually gonna go with the latter.
Anyways, guys, please take a moment. Choose to not be politically correct. Just correct.
Right back at you, dipshit. Maybe if you were at least halfway correct, you wouldn't have made this stupid video. Hashtag fuck yourself, Feuerstein.